Right, so let's continue about today's demonstration on widget. Before I do that, just a quick update. In the lobby, I have changed the skybox, which you can see right here. It's a neighborhood. I also removed a lot of dragons. I also put a bunch of NPC into it. And this NPC, if I press P on the keyboard, you can see this is a navigation mesh, like a U shape. So they are able to walk within this U shape. This is done by using multiple navigation mesh bounding box. So here if I play, I can see this NPC will move around along this U-shaped zone. Okay, and also I updated a little bit on these teleportation portals. So this right now should able to go to every person's um, level directly. So if I go there, I should be able to travel across uh, multiple levels. Okay, so this is some minor update for the lobby. Of course, you still have the F, and you still have the C, which is the first person. Okay, so today I will talk quickly about this widget. So there's an existing widget, and also there's some billboard right here. Where if I'm using the first person, you will see this red dot, which represent my gaze, the center point of the camera. So if I overlay with some of the widget, like next page, if I click, I'm able to open another page, second page, and if I click back, I can go back to the first page. So this is actually two widgets I can navigating between these two. Okay, so if you press C again, switch to third person, then you don't have this red dot anymore. Okay, so red dot is only available when you have the first person view. Okay, so I will talk a little bit how this was made and how you can use it in your own levels. Before I start, just want to refer back to some of the old tutorials which already covered these basic widget functions. So if you go to today's schedule, if you click UHP Meta, um, the group of tutorial, video number 4, I already covered how to set up. Video number 4 is how to set up the Billboard widget, which is this one. No buttons, just the text. So please make sure you watch this one in order to understand what is this Billboard widget you can use. Also, I covered a little bit additional things like how you can make the text overlay directly with your screen, the viewport. So check that out. I don't repeat anymore. Another old tutorial is UI, 3D style, and hard style. This is relatively old, but again, very, very useful. I explained step by step how I created this blue color interactive billboard. So you have buttons you can click. Is all covered in this tutorial. I believe I also covered a little bit about video. Um, how the video can be integrated and how the blueprint of this billboard works. Okay, so this is all covered in this tutorial. Make sure you watch as well. Okay, this is called UI, 3D style and hard style. Plus, there's also a book, XR book. So in the chapter 12, I covered the subject related to UI, I believe, the widget. Okay. Oh, actually, 12 is about BP, blueprint programming. I think this is a good time you can start to think about how to, um, adding interactions in XR experience. So blueprint is definitely a very powerful way you can do it. So these are the homeworks for you guys to watch today. Okay, so I will go back to Unreal, talk a little bit not about this billboard. This billboard, well, maybe let's talk really quick. When you have this one in your level, the only thing you need to do is to customize the text board variables. You don't really have to duplicate the billboard. You can just drag and drop in your level. The reason is this variable can be updated when you play. So right now, right, this is nothing here. It's just say multi-line text. But if you click run, during runtime, this text board variable will populate into this placeholder. That's the reason you actually see the text show up. It's just a very efficient way. You can, you don't have to create every single different actors for each billboard. You can just reuse the same billboard, and you can just simply update the text. So let's continue. I will go ahead, open my main level 1, right? So this is the place. So if I do want to just simply use that billboard, I can simply go to menu folder, right? And then here I can drag and drop. So you can use the billboard. You don't have to duplicate. You can just directly use it. Unless you want to customize the color, the material, then you need to duplicate your own version and then change. But here, you can change the text. Change the text here. Hello, I will say, who are you? Right. So you can just simply update this. If I play, I should see 2 billboards. They all have a different text. So using the C, who are you? This hello. Okay. So this is the easy way to reuse my billboard. So today I will talk a little bit more about this one. This one is more complicated, which has interactions. So if I want to use as it is, I can just drag and drop in my level. Right, so you can see it right here. And I have 2 buttons I can navigate in. Basically, this is called page 1, page 2. So this P1, P2 is actually 2 widgets instead of 1 widget. And these 2 widgets will switch with each other based on the button function. So for example, if I double click page 1, right, I can see here is a content. You can definitely customize. But if you click the next page, right, this button, you can see this button has certain functions attached to it. So in this case, it's unpressed. Another way you can see the actual code, you can click this one to see the code, or you can just click graph. Then you can see actual blueprint related to this button, right? So this is actually the event, we call the trigger event, and this are the actions. When you press the button, so the blueprint will do is first check whatever actors in the current level name is manual actor TM. So you wonder what is this? The manual actor TM is actually the name of your current actor. So if I dock this and take a look, right, this is actually the manual actor TM. So this is your current blueprint. Okay. You say, hey, I want to find this guy, right? Once I find this guy, maybe there's multiple copy of these actors in the level. So I don't care about other copies. I only get the first one in the list. So 0, the first funded actors. And then in that actor, right? So if I switch to the double click this actor, just want to show you. In this actor, this is actor looks like. It has a component called widget. And this widget is basically targeted to a widget class. Right? This is P1, page 1. Okay. So the script will say, hey, I want to find this widget. I want to replace the current class, which is P1, with P2. Right? So that's what this button is going to do. And here you can see the logic. I want to find the billboard, right, which is a 3D version, right, the actor. And then I will, this is the one. I want to find that actor. And I will find the first copy of it, right, which is here. And then I will create a manual P2, page 2, right, create that in the memory. And then set the widget with a new P2. So this is how you swap whatever the current widget with the new widget. Okay. Because P2 has a video inside, so I have this actual extra code to play the video. So this is the media play, gonna trigger the video player. So refer to my old tutorial. I covered how to activate the video play. Okay, so that is basically the logic. Then if I go to P2, this widget, you can see a very similar logic. So first, if I go to graph, right, you can see the button. This is button on the P2. You will do the same thing. Hey, I want to get everything from the current level. Name is manual actor TM. Right, this is my actor name. I will find the first version, first copy of it, because there may be multiple copies. Right. Then I will create the P1 in memory. Then I will assign this P1 to the widget. So the widget, right, is a component of the menu, of the 3D version of this menu. Okay, so this is the widget. There are definitely hundreds of other ways you can program. This is probably not the most efficient way because there's a lot of coding. Yeah, if I do it again, I probably will just write some variables exposed to the level. That would be maybe a little bit easier way to do. Okay, so now let's play. You can definitely see just exactly like in the lobby. This has the two buttons. If I press C, so switch to first person view, I can click, trigger the swap between these two widgets. All right. Yeah, you probably also wonder how I made this, the red dot show up. That's another thing I can show you. So here in the superhero pawn, superhero girl, and if I open, this event graph, I can see this is a script. It's called widget interaction, which is attached as a children of the first-person camera. And this widget interaction is using current screen center as the source. It can see 5,000 units away, so which equals to 50 meters. Okay. And also I have the script right here to, when you press C on the keyboard, you're gonna flip flop. This means turn on and off certain things. So when you press C the first time, it will enable the heat testing. If you press again, it will disable. That's how the red dot will show up. Also make sure you show debugging when you do the widget interaction. Yeah, that's how the first person view will trigger the widget interaction. Okay. So I think that's it about this widget. I do want to show you a little bit more is how you can create your own version, right? So if I want to use it in my own game, but I want to maybe customize the widget to something else, how could I do it? This is exactly like other component you download from Fab, from other locations. You want to drag and drop into your personal folder, make a copy, right? So here I will select the menu P1, P2, right? So I will drag and drop into the main, and I want to make a copy here, right? Don't delete the original one, just copy it. So now under main, I can see them. This is a star shape showed up. Okay. To make things a little bit easier to organize, I also created a subfolder called TMBB. You can always create a subfolder to help you organize your files. So let me delete the things here because I already did this last time. So I will delete. Okay. All right. So they're gone. Good. Then I will show you. Yeah, I will also delete this one because I don't really need this one. Right. My level. So back to one main, you can see these are three new files: manual actor, manual P1, manual P2. So I definitely want to rename them. So I will give the first one is called TM, I don't know, interactive billboard. Right. So this is the 3D version of it. And for the P1, I will just simply rename to TM P1. Okay. For P2, I will just rename to TM P2. Okay. And then I move this array, holding Control, select multiple, drag and drop into the new folder. I will move here, not copy, move here. So they are here. Right? Just a little bit better, you can organize your files. Okay. So within this file, I have TM interactive billboard and also P1, P2. So first thing I want to reset up the connections between these three files. Right. So I will go ahead, start with the TM1 interactive billboard. So this file is the 3D version. The only thing I need to do is just make sure in the widget, you want to point the class, right, the widget class into the new name. So I think this name is TMP1. Right? It looks identical, but that's okay. So later we're gonna change it, TMP1. So that's the new widget class. Compile, save it, we're done. The second thing I like to do is to change the P1, right? So P1, I think right now the button, if I take a look, the script is still trying to find, this old file in the level, and then, switch the P2 to P1. So I'm gonna do some updating. Instead of find the original manual actor TM, I'm gonna find this is called TM interactive BB, right? What's the name of it? Let's docking this TM1BB. So we want to find this guy, right? So you can actually load if you have this one selected. You just click the load TM interactive BB, right? So that's the actor, the 3D actor I want to find, and also I want to find the the first version of it. Then I want to create a menu, right? Create a widget. In this case, it's called TMP1, right? You just type the name. Actually, this should be TMP2. Sorry. If you click, right, you want to go to P2. If you compile, you get error message. You probably aware why there's an error message. This is something related to BP because get actors basically get a first copy of that actor in the level. So if you change the class, sometimes this have to be reactivated. So you can just simply drag it and say copy, and then you can drag this into the target. It's automatically convert this into the widget. Okay. So that's how you reset up the P2. Everything else should be the same. You still want to play the video. And also we have a function here, what is called, oh, we didn't use it. Okay, so don't worry about that part. Great, okay, so this is done. Save it. And then I will repeat the same thing for P2. So double click, go to graph, right? And here I want to switch this to TM dash interactive billboard, right? Compile, we got an error message. It's okay, delete that. Then copy, means I want to get the first copy, okay? And then drag it to the target. And here, the class is going back to P1, right? And this time it will be TM P1, right? Yeah, there's a little bit coding, but I think you will get used to it in BP. It's just drag and drop pointing to the correct target file. All right, so I'm done. And then let's take a look, right? So if I just do a little bit customization, so in the designer tag, So this is the first page P1, right? Maybe I just simply, I don't know, customize a little bit. So for example, you can change the brush, which is basically means an image, to something else. Just for the sake of demo, I switch to a different image. Okay, maybe not using blue, using something else. Okay, no, this is a bad choice. Hard to see the text. Maybe something green. Yeah. All right, so this is a change of the P1. Make sure you save it. For the P2, click Designer. I will probably just changing the color a little bit green. Okay, and also you can reposition, make the button here, make the video here, right? So there's many things you can customize. Okay, all right. So now let's do the test. I will drag this guy in. Okay, you can already see right the P1 showed up. If I play, I will go to that widget. It's only visible on one side, so keep in mind. Right, so here I see that. Then if I using C, press to the first person, if I click, boom, you see the P2, right? The different layout. And click back, you can go back. So that's how you duplicate these two new widgets as well as the actor into a new folder belongs to you, and then you can use it any way you like. You can customize any way you like. If you want to have more complicated interactive widgets, maybe multiple buttons, maybe this could be our manual, could be our instructions step by step, right? Could embed multiple multimedia content. You can definitely program that. Okay. And also, just one more thing, in the P2 we do have this video. So if you guys want to learn how to put a video file, so here if I search, this is not image. If I search, you can see this one is actually pointing to this video material. If I double click, that is video material looks like. Right? You can refer to my other tutorials about video material. It's a very powerful way you can create that special material and then attach to a UI elements. The video file is usually saved in the folder called movies. You have to do exactly the same name. So here, if I show the file showing explore, you can actually see this is MP4 file in the movies folder. So that makes things really easy to update. Content, movies, just put your movie file here. Then you follow my tutorial how to set up a connection, right, between the files to this actual MP4. So again, the manual is the folder. Everything is saved here. And this is the component related to the video. Usually you just need to set up a video source manager, right? This file media source. If I double click, you see this guy is actually pointing to that movies folder, and that's the name of the MP4. Again, that's a different tutorial. Okay, I hope this will be helpful for you to figure out how to do your own content. In the future, if you do want to have your own video, let me know. You probably want to put the file in the movies folder first, right? Put your video right here first, and then you can use the this probably duplicate into your own folder. Then you can set up a connection. Just let me know. Okay, that's it.